Good morning, everyone. My name is Laura Cain, and I am going to be going through the posting ledger entries in Business Central. So the agenda today is I'm just really going to go through general journals, posting those, reversing general journals, recurring general journals, and then I want to take a look at analysis views that can help you at month end, kind of to drill into accounts to see where your journals have actually posted. So my agenda, I have some screenshots of what I'm going to be kind of going through today. So I won't refer back to that because I'll actually be doing this through a demo. So, but this will be on the PowerPoint for you. So with that, I am going to go. Okay, so here we are. So first thing we're going to do is just go into general journals, just to where you would go. So you can either search by general journals or finance. If I'm in as an accountant, but you can go in as finance. Just go into general journals. We have some set up here, so I have one set up. You have your different, you can set these up, monthly, daily, default. I just did one for test. So I just went through the system and put in the account number. So as you look, that's accrued salaries. Went through, put the description, and then I put the credit amount, and then I went through and just put the debit amount of the salaries expense. So you see your total balance is 0. You can go ahead and post this. So you can go to post, and you can preview your posting before. So you can see here, and it can tell you what it's going to do. But I'll go ahead and post it. And you'll see it will go through its line, and the journals were successfully posted. Now let's say that entry, I posted that entry and I realized it was a mistake. I shouldn't have posted that. I can go up to the search button and put in GL register. I can click on this, and this is having all your journals that you can kind of see what they were. So I'm going to reverse this, and you can only do a general journal posting. You can't do a sales or a payables. You can't reverse those. But I'll go up, and I'll just see this one I just posted. I'll go ahead and hit process, and then you have different columns here. I'm going to hit reverse register. I'll hit reverse register to reverse these entries. Will be posted. Do you want to reverse them? Yes. And now it's gone. So you see here in the register that it does say reversal. So it's as easy as that. Now those are one-offs. Now maybe you have recurring journals that you do all the time every month. I'm going to go into here, finance, and recurring journals. I will go into payroll accrual I set up. You can set up your accruals. You can set up different things for your monthly. So I'll go ahead and click on this one. Now I have set this up as variable. So you have your choice of fixed, which means it would be, the amounts would be the same each month. You wouldn't have to change the amounts. I switch this to variable just so I can go in. So once it posted, I'll have to go in and put the amounts in again. You can also do reversing fixed or reversing variable, where maybe you want to do an accrual at the end of the month and have it reverse out the following, the first day of the following month, so you can do that as well. And then you have your balance accounts. I put this frequency as 1 month. I started the posting date 1/31/2020. I put payroll 120. Yep, payroll 1/20/20. We have just the GL account. I put the account number in there. Accrued salaries, and you can just kind of post through, and I put the 2,000 amount on here. You could also, if you had places that you needed to allocate this to, maybe it goes to a couple different accounts. You can click on the allocated method here as well, and you could kind of split that up if you wanted to, based on 80%. We could do it, you can do it on percentages based on however you want to split that up. But I just kind of left it alone, just did the 20, and then I had did that over again and have my account code of salary expense. So again, you just go to Power Print, you can preview it. Oh, and there's nothing to print. Goodness, let's see here. What's happened? Let me see. All right, I think it was the default. Sorry about that. So I have, for this one, this recurring batch, I decided to have a fixed. I'm doing rent, so I put it as 1 month. I put the posting date. I put the payment. Now I put rent and the percentage 3. I'll show you that back on we have different things where you can, let me go back to the PowerPoint. You have different postings where you can have a code. So you have 1% current day, 2% is current week. I picked 3% current month, 1, or you could do current month, January, or period name. So that's where that comes from. Vendor, I picked my vendor. I have a vendor and I just named it Laura, my vendor. So I can kind of go through back here. I have the $5,000. And here I did put an allocated amount. And if you tap on that, you can see where I had rent expense, 90%, and then I had repairs and maintenance, 10%. So I allocated that. So now I can, this one should work. So now I previewed it. Now you can look on the lines and it will show you what it's going to hit. You can have, you can click on the ledger. You can click on the detailed ledger information. So that all looks good. So I can go ahead and post. And it was posted successfully. Okay, so now the next thing I want to go through, I'm going to go to another screen here, is something I think might help you in reviewing journal entries, that kind of thing, all the entries that have happened at the end of the month. It's called Analysis View. If you go to Finance and Analysis View, click on that. We're going to go through, and I'm going to pick this general ledger one. And I'll pick this, and it's already set up for us. So it's general ledger. The source is GL accounts, month. It has a starting date, and it's last updated today. So if I close out of here, and then I'm on this, I'm still on this general ledger, I can hit analysis by dimension. So I have it as general journal. I have the columns as period, the lines as GL. I have, I'm going to go ahead and put a date filter in here. And for this demo, I'm just going to put 2017, and I'm going to put it through April of 2017. I put 31. There's only 30 days. There we go. Now I'm going to do actual amounts. We don't have a budget in here, so we won't be picking any of that information. So you see my column set at 1/1/17. So now I'll just go ahead and you just click this Show Matrix. And this will kind of give you a trial balance by each month, the way I have it, where you can open up the window here. You can kind of look, and if you want to look at this particular account, you can just double click on it. And you just go over to, just tab over to the, you can go over to the amount. You can see what this is. Oh, this amount. So January, I think this was my January rent I just did. Oh, I'm sorry, no, this is for 17. But you can just drill back on any of these. So any account you want to look at, if you wanted to look at receivables from So this gives you the ability to drill back and forth on your accounts. So if I look on that and see what it, drill all the way down to see what's all included in this. So you can see all the information that's included in this account as you're looking at it. So I think it's a good way to kind of review your review your accounts to see, what's going on, what's hitting it. If, when you do it by month, you can kind of see if there's a discrepancy, drill down to see what's going on with that. Another thing you can do a lot of with these analysis views. I made another one here where before I had the dates at the top and the accounts on the column, on the rows. So I'm going to switch this one up. When I look at this, we'll kind of go through here, and I'll put the time period in the columns. Let's see, I had that before. I'll put the GL. I'll have the GL, and then I'll put period on the lines. I'll look at the date filter. I'm going to put 01/01 2017. And this is, so I'll go ahead and get this set, and you just do show matrix again. And now I just did kind of the same thing, but I did it by account, and I did it with the dates on the side. So you can kind of change things around. You can make these specifically for certain accounts. There's a lot of things you can do. There's a balance one, a balance sheet. The account filters are just balance sheet accounts. So you can kind of play around with this. Our demo system here doesn't have dimensions, but you can do it by dimensions. So there's many different possibilities. You kind of change this report to look around, and you can drill into an account and find out everything that's been attached to that account for the month. So you see we have some different accounts, different analysis on here that we've kind of created. So I think this is a good way to kind of review your entries at the end of the month, make sure there's no discrepancies, make sure everything looks good for the close.